So welcome to my channel. Every month we broadcast on the first Monday of every month. So mark your calendars and come back and visit. For those of you who are new, welcome to my home. This is my world. I love this. I love creating and sharing with you guys, and hopefully one day this will turn into a professional teaching job for me. I would love that. Uh, so let me know if the lighting is okay or if it's too bright. I can turn a light off if I need to. I know there's a slight glare, but that'll go away in just a few minutes. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming, and thank you to Gelli Arts for sharing my posts. As a review, last June, the last Ustream, we did this little mixed media book, which I have up here. It's my little inspiration book, and I'm not going to go too much detail because we need to get started, but while people are logging in, we did this, and every week I brought you a page in this book through the month of June, and it was so fun. So I thought this month we would do it again. It's been one of my most popular Ustreams so far. This time I want to turn these plates into, instead of journal pages, let's do something for the card makers. So that's kind of what I have planned for tonight. I'm just going to do some simple cards. I have to apologize now. I've had a family emergency today, so I'm a little sort of out of sync. So I apologize if it seems somewhat disorganized tonight in advance, but no one's seriously harmed and everything's fine. It's just it was a family emergency we had to deal with, so bear with me. So let's go ahead and get started because I really want to get my fingers inky. I need some therapy tonight. So like I said, Gelli Arts has been so gracious to share and promote my channel and my projects this whole month of June. So I thought I'd show you guys some different techniques with these Gelli art plates. I've gotten a lot of great feedback. We had a contest last month, so you guys who follow me on Facebook, make sure you're following me on my blog as well, because I do host contests over on my blog, and I don't usually advertise them anywhere but my blog. So yes, we need some very inky fingers tonight for therapy. So we're going to start out. Let me go ahead and get started. As far as supplies, just kind of as a review before we start, I have, my Gelli Arts plates, but I also have some various paints out tonight. These have been the ones I've been sticking with for the last month, and they've been working out for me pretty well. So I'm probably just going to stick with those colors tonight. And then I also might introduce a little bit of gold in there, or a little bit of silver. I have some platinum. We might substitute the white out for that. And then I also have out some stencils, some masks, things to use. Tonight I'm going to share with you guys how to use your die cuts. I think this light's too bright. You guys let me know. Is this better? They're fun, and you know what? I've had some really great feedback on these color combos, so I like them too. I'm also going to use some die cuts tonight to show you guys how you can do some masking with your die cuts. This is a die cut. This is one of my faves. Look at this. This is from Diversions. They have some amazing, and I don't design for them or anything, but they have some amazing dies for texture. So go check those out. And those are Diversions. And again, everything I use tonight, I will link up in a blog post either tomorrow or the next day. So anyway, I also have pulled out, let's see, those are Diversions, and I've got 3 of those. This is a Diversions die. You saw me use it last month, and this time I was cutting it out, and some of the pieces didn't come out all the way, and I thought, wow, that makes a really interesting look too, so I left them alone. So those dies that are ornery and just don't want to cooperate, might make some really neat options there for screening. And then, of course, I have some stencils that I've pulled out. My Tim Holtz stencils don't get a whole lot of love, and I'm not really sure why. So since we're doing cards, they're the perfect size for cards, so we'll give them some love tonight too. And then in addition to that, I also have out some of this drywall tape that has the nice grid in there. Oh, I have to activate links. Hold on, it's going to get censored. Hold on, I forgot. Hang on. URLs are okay. Now you're good. You can drop it again, Anne-Marie. So I've also pulled out, these are some dies. I just got these dies. I won a gift certificate from scrapbook.com. And so I bought this with the gift certificate. I love this. This is the Tim Holtz Sizzix Alterations die. And let's see what this one is. This one is called Scribbles and Splat. Scribble and Splat. Isn't it awesome? I love the heart. I posted a picture of a card I made with the rose the other day. And yeah, so we're going to use the heart tonight. I love that. Okay, and I've also pulled out, I've had this for a while now, but this is a roller stamp from Glitz, and I know they're everywhere. I've seen them. So pull out your roller stamps. They're really fun on your jelly plates as well. And then I don't know if I'll get to that or not. I'll pull it out and I'll introduce it if I get to it. And then I also have a little bit of masking tape here. We're going to do some fun masking tonight with our jelly plate. And then, of course, cosmetic sponges and that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. I had somebody ask me from the last Ustream about this. This is a cutting board that I took an old Ranger craft mat and I just taped it around it. And I'll have to tell you, I love this because it's portable. You know, it doesn't get covered up with stuff. So I absolutely love it. And then for my paper tonight, since we're going to be making cards, what I've done is I've went ahead and cut out some card blanks here. I'm going to put those to the side till we get ready to use them. But I've also cut out some here that I want to pull prints on. And tonight I thought it would be fun. I've been using white, book text, all that. You can pretty much pull a print on anything you want, as long as you can get it over the top of the plate. But tonight I thought it would be fun to try out some of this black cardstock and see what happens. It might be some fun things to do there. So let's go ahead and get started. You know, guys, I love to do my messy stuff first. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. I do not have a game plan for tonight. We are just going to let the art happen. So that's what tonight is all about. And I have to apologize to all you neat freaks out there. I am not the best at cleaning off my jelly plate, but I kind of like that whenever I am printing, sometimes the residual stuff that's on here comes up in the next print. So I'm okay with that. Also, you may want to have like some blotter paper handy. And this is paper that I had an Amazon order that came in. But once I print onto this, you know, this is that paper that comes in the Amazon order. Once I print on, you know, roll or bray out on this, I keep it because it's great for collage or journaling or cutting up to use for this type of thing. So the first one I want to do, I want to make sure I have time to do the card I really want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with my paint. Now, I've had people ask me the difference between the full body paint versus the craft paint. You know, it's just a matter of preference. I will say full bodied paints do typically stay wet longer, so you have more of an opportunity to work with them and that kind of thing. These craft paints do typically, even though they are fluid, they do typically dry out a little faster than your full bodied paints. So you know, if you're doing something where you need a lot of play time, you may want to go ahead and just do full-bodied paints. And an affordable way, if you're not sure, like, because a lot of people are still experimenting with this plate, even though it's been out for a really long time. But if you're not sure of what types of paints or any of that kind of thing, I just have a little sampler pack I picked up at Walmart, I believe it was. I got it at Christmas time. It was like $12 for all of these paints, and they've actually come in quite handy with this system. So, and it's just a nice collection of, you know, miscellaneous paints. You don't need a whole lot to do this, so they're a very affordable option. if you're not sure. But I will say, if you're going to invest in full-bodied paints, go ahead and start out with your primary colors, because as you know, you can mix any color you want as long as you have red, yellow, blue, and white and black. You're set. So you start with those colors and then build out from there. But for tonight, we're just going to use these I don't want to say that they're cheap paints, but they're very inexpensive. They're just craft quality, and since I'm going to do these on cards and I don't know if the person who's receiving them is going to keep them, I say let's just go for it. So this is my Bimini Blue from Apple Barrel, and these are made by Plaid. So I'm going to just apply a pretty liberal amount here. Now I do want this to be a little bit of a toned down effect, so I'm going to add a little bit of white to this as well. If I can get this to open up. These are, I took white gesso. These are surface, this is a surface prep gesso. And so it's a little more fluid. I have a pen here up on my desk somewhere. I just don't know what I did with it. I saw it just a second ago. I think I covered it up with this. There it is. These are just a little more fluid than the full-bodied. But I just put it into this. This is one of those Wilton cake decorating bottles. And I just put it in there, and yeah, so there we go. So we're going to start out by braying this on. And I don't want it to be completely smooth. I do want to see some of that white in there. But instead of clearing off my brayer, I'm going to put it to the side because I might want to do something with that in just a few minutes. Then I have these hearts, and I'm going to lay those down. Now keep in mind that our paper size is only, because we're doing cards, there's no sense in trying to, overdo it here with the paint on this big mat. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to arrange them kind of haphazardly here on my plate like this. And so they're random. I want to see a little bit of randomness here. I'll lay them down. And these are very delicate, so I want to make sure that I'm real careful with them. I don't want them to break and when they get wet here. Then I'm going to lay my paper down. Now I'm not doing this directly onto my card base because this typically gets a little messy and I want my card to stay neat. So I usually will take these and print on them, and then I'll come back and mat them and double mat them on my card base. The cool thing about this type of card is that you can mail them. So it's really cool to do this type of printing. Now, I'm not going to let this go to waste for sure, but look at how cool that is. And those are die cuts. These are things you have in your stash. Isn't that cool? Hi, Laura. You guys, if you're new, introduce yourself. I know if you've got a screen name that's different than your real name, introduce yourself to everybody. It's always fun to put faces with names. So this time, let's pull that same print, but this time let's pull it. It'll be a ghost print now, and ghosting means that I've already pulled it one time, so we're going to see what it looks like the second pass, okay? So I'm going to just lay this down right on top. This is just how simple this is, how free and simple this is. Isn't this fun? So does anybody have any questions? That blue color is Bimini Blue, and then I used it with a Surface Prep gesso. And I'm using it on 110 pound cardstock, but I'm also going to use it on, this is 80 pound cardstock. So look at how cool that is already, and we haven't even done anything yet. Isn't that cool? Now, I noticed that up here it's a little bare. So let's see if I can just kind of tap in that area. Never fear. But how fun is this? I mean, it's just so fun. And the cool thing is like I was in the hospital today, and I could have had these already printed, put in my purse, and then I could sit there with my doodle pen while I'm killing time and doodle. you know? So there's a project that's portable. Isn't that cool? Okay, so that's super cool. But now, wait, there's more. I mean, but wait, there's more. We now have something else that's going to be fun. When we pull these up, if we're super careful, look at how now our die cuts are colored so we can use these on another project. Cleaning house, that's no fun. I do everything I can not to have to clean house. Okay, so let me pull this up. But look at all of that fun stuff that's going on right there. How fun is that? Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. And I want these to dry because we're going to use them. We'll use them again. I just love my jelly plates. I mean, I'm telling you, I was one of those people who held out for a really long time before I purchased one. But I am so glad I did. I mean, I have had the best time with it since I bought it. Okay, so let's pull another print here. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Oh, should we do it on? No. Stick to the program, Tonya. This is also a fantastic way for you to make a lot of cards super fast. If you're a card maker, you know what I mean. Sometimes the holidays sneak up on you, or this would make a really nice gift set for a friend, especially a coworker that you don't really know what to get them. You want to, you know, something inexpensive to just say, hey, I'm thinking about you on your birthday. So you could give them a whole set of these cards, and you know, who doesn't need a card on hand every now and then? Now look at this. This is what I would call a third generation print. So look at how fantastic that is. It's so fun. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're going to buy one, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I bought the 3x5 because I wasn't sure. I use the 3x5 almost every time I use my 8x10. But if I had to only put the investment into one plate, it would be an 8x10. So these are 3 different looks from one spot of paint. And look, I still have more. I mean, let's see if we can get another generation out of this. I don't know. It's craft paint, so I'm not sure. But you know what? It's a no till you try, right? So let's go back in here. I think I have 2 pieces of paper here. And you know what? I also have, let's do some on this music paper, because you guys know how much I love my music paper, my hymnal paper. And if I don't end up using this tonight, I will use it on a tag or in another journal place, or, you know, something. You know, it's fun to make these up ahead of time. You can die cut them if they get kind of somewhat obnoxious. If you don't like what you're getting, you just cover it with another print. My nephew and I had a ball in here. Now see, this time I didn't get a whole lot. So I'm going to press really hard and see what I get. Just really press into it. So 3 generations was about all I was going to get on that. But look at that nice border I now have on my music paper. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to put that over here to the side to dry. Now we have this goodness here we don't want to waste. And remember, we left all this on here. So I'm just going to cover this one more time. And this time, let's come back and add a little more color. Let's put on here, now this is wet paint. It is acrylic paint, but it is wet paint. So if I add another color on top of this, I'm going to run the risk of it mixing and becoming a different color. But let's go ahead and experiment. We know that blue and yellow make what color? That's right, green. So what I want to do this time, and this is where my little mat comes in handy. I need to move these prints over so I don't mar them up. And I don't want to spend a ton of time on this because I do want to knock out another card. But look at that fun effect. And that is the Tim Holtz Scribbles and Splats die. The brand new one that just came out. The little thinlits from Sizzix. So over here where my mat is that's covered, I'm just going to add not that color. Where did it go? Right here. I'm going to add a little bit of this yellow, mix it up really good. And then I'm also going to add a little spot, maybe of pink, because that would make purple if it mixes. And I'm giving this a little bit of time to dry. Okay. And now this is where the inky fingers come in handy. See this? I'm going to take and I'm going to finger paint. I don't care where I'm going with it. If it mixes, good. Even better. You know, but I'm just basically going to throw some color down here. And like I said, if it mixes, oh well, it mixed. And then I'm going to pick up with another finger. Don't contaminate your fingers. You might get something you don't like. You know, just mix again. And again, where this is yellow is mixing with that pink. It might turn a little orange, and that's okay too. So fun. But we're getting all of these colors that are fun that we can play with. And we're finger painting. How fun is that? Little finger paint goes a long way, right? This is therapeutic. I mean, totally therapeutic for me. So does anybody have any questions so far? Has anybody been playing with their Gelli plate since last month's class, or having any good fun? Anybody considering purchasing one that maybe hasn't tried it yet? Look at how fun that is. Hi Vicky, I see you snuck in. And Lilith. Okay, so now let's do some fun stenciling on top of that. Like I said before, we have these guys that we printed, that I pulled out, and these didn't die. These were what I would call an imperfect cut, because they didn't cut out all the way, and that's okay. You know, it happens. And this is I don't know the name of it specifically, but this die is from Diversions. And all I'm doing is removing that little border from around there. And I am going to take and add that right there and just sort of, I don't want to pat it with my hand. We'll pull out my hymnal page again. And I'm just going to kind of lift some of that color up through that stencil onto here. And it's just small dots. That's okay. And then I'm going to lift this up. But look at how fun that is. Do you see it? I'm going to do it again over here. And just rotate this around, pat it really quick, and lift it up. And we get that nice texture there. And then what else can we stamp into this? I didn't pull all of my things out because I've been kind of overwhelmed. Oh, I know. Have you guys seen the new textural cards from Faber-Castell? These things are amazing. They are little plastic cards. Check your retailers, because they should be in your stores by now. These came out at CHA, and they're super fun. They come with these different designs, perfect for your Gelli plates. Look at that. So fun. Oops, I'm getting them all in the paint. I'm christening them as we speak. So there's some really neat decal edged cards here. Super fun to add some texture. Let's go ahead and use this wavy one. And the cool thing is it comes with this ring, so you can keep them organized and together once you open the pack. So let me do this before I forget. These are so fun. You can use them with your thick mediums, like your whipped spackle and stuff. Okay, so for this one, I think what I want to do is maybe take in this corner and just do, see, got to work fast because this paint is not going to stay, we're not going to be able to play with it for long. But see how that made that really cool looking swirl? Isn't that fun? So let's go ahead and pull out another card and tap it in here and see what we get. And I'm pressing really hard and just making sure I get all of my edges covered here. I'll pull that back. And look at how fun that is. Isn't that fun? Okay, so now let's pull it on a black card and see what we get. Maybe go from a different direction. So fun. You can really do anything you want to do on these things. It's so awesome. So does anybody have any questions? Oh, how fun is that? Loving it. Loving it. See if I can't get some of that up. Now, you can do this if you, oh, I just love that. How fun is that? Oh, loving it. Okay, let's go ahead and add another color to the top of this. And we can put it here on our mat. This is the green. Let's go ahead and take this, let's take a cosmetic sponge. Or no. Let's do this. Let's take this guy and bray it right into there. Because I want to show you guys how every time, even though the paint has dried, every time you add a layer of acrylic paint, you are going to be able to pick up the color from below when you lift the print, as long as you have enough paint here to help it lift and to moisten it back up again. And this time, let's add a little bit of this, this on here. This time we're going to add it with a little, what do we want? Let's put a little bit of blue back in there. And we're going to mix it with that platinum color. We're going to grab this guy back out and just add some spots with a cosmetic sponge. And this paint is pearlized, so it's going to give it a different effect than what we had before. And now this time, let's take our paisleys and add them in here. And these again are from Diversions Dies, and I just cut them out of cardstock. What's the best angle on that paisley? I know paisleys came in for a long time. They were very popular and then they kind of fizzled out, but I think they're coming back because I'm seeing a lot of paisley patterns in fabric, and usually that's your first clue when the fabric people are doing it. Now, we've got our stencils, effectively our stencils down. Let's go back and add a little more. Probably gonna get some mud going on here if I'm not careful. But let's go ahead and add a little bit of this goulash I got going on here right on top of that. How fun. And now let's lift a print and see what we get. But this time I'm going to lift that print on a bigger piece of paper. I have a piece of cardstock up here. Let's lift this one right here. Because we colored over our daisies, our paisleys. Let's see what we get. Look at how awesome that is. Super fun, right? Super fun. Okay, and then like I said before, we have these, and now they're all colored up and perfect for using as embellishments on something, or let them dry and they'll be even stiffer than they are right now, and you can use them over and over and over again. So I've got that. I'm going to put that to the side and let it dry. And then let's come back and see if we can't lift a print here in the center while this is still wet. So you guys having fun? How do you get the intricate die cuts out? Okay, well, I'm going to tell you something with Diversions dies. I have not had any problems really. If you're noticing that you're having problems, it could be a couple of things. One, your plate could be a little warped. Try a new plate. Look at how super stinking fun that is. You can also put a piece of wax paper in between your die cut and your paper that you're cutting, and it acts as a little bit of a shim, but it also acts as a barrier, and it keeps it from sticking, because what sticks into the plate is the actual wax paper rather than your paper. But if you're having trouble getting it to cut, try putting a piece of cardstock in there as well, or a couple of pieces of cardstock as a shim, and sometimes that helps too. Does that make sense? Look, even though that wasn't a complete pull, it's still fun. and we can use it for something, or we can just pull another print on top of that, which we may just do. Let's just take, we've got a lot of paint here. Let's do this. And then this way we'll get a different texture over here on this side. See how fun? It looks like a hot mess, but you know what? It's a background and it needs to stay in the background, and we can always use it as a die cut or a tag background or something like that. Or like I said before, we can just come back in here and just pounce a little bit of color right into that area. Come back with our die cuts. They're still kind of wet, and maybe pounce some of that color in there as well. Okay, so I think for now we might have enough of these card blanks made up. Yeah, that's not working. Let me do this. Pounce it really hard. You can't see it. There's not much paint there. Okay, but still, look how fun that is just by itself. I mean, we can die cut this into circles in small areas and pick strategic places and get a whole different look. Or, you know what? We got a lot of paint here. We can just keep adding paint till it's all used up and see what we get. So fun. I mean, honestly, you can do just about anything you want with, let's just take, let's take one of these guys again. There ain't enough paint there to make that work. And you can also come back if you want to, hit it with a little bit of water. Now drag this around and pull a print. Get a totally different look the next time. See? And it's starting to get a little bit muddy, but that's okay. If it gets muddy, we just come back and do it again with a different color until we get the look we're after. But I have to say, I have some pretty awesome looking prints over here. So what I'm going to do is I would recommend washing this. And I do like to wash my Gelli plate off too, but it's not necessary at this moment. If it sits on there for a day or two and it doesn't come up, that, I mean, you know, you don't get to it right away. It won't kill it. As long as the paint is acrylic or water-based paint, you're fine. If you're, I don't know if I would use oil-based paint on this. If you're using ink of any kind, I would probably take a minute and clean it. But that's just my personal preference. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Now, no color goes wasted in this house, so I'm just going to keep trying to print on this until I get what I'm after, or get this cleaned up somewhat. And look at how luscious that is. And it's okay that that ripped. It just added a little more character to it. Another thing I wanted to show you guys too is these rollers are super fun. Let's add a little bit of pink to this. Let's put it over here. And then take this as a roller. What is the name of this roller? Hang on. It is called Curved Chevron, and it's made by Glitz. And I'm just going to get a really nice coat and use this roller as a brayer on my mat here. See how it gives it that fun look as well. And then we'll come back with this black one that it was kind of pretty much a mess, and we'll just lay it down right in here and see what we get. So honestly, there are no rules. It's just get in here and have fun and see bigger blobby mess. That's fine. I got some prints up here that I've been working on. So I'm just going to clean this off right here by just pressing into that really good, taking my brayer and just picking that up. And let's go on and try and make some of our cards before we run out of too much time. I mean, you guys could sit here and watch me do this for hours, right? But look at how that next print did. How fun. Small pieces, those are great, you know. Don't dismiss them, because in smaller amounts, they're super fun. Let's just use up what little bit of paint I have left here on this. Where's that black one that was a mess? Let's see. I'm having to be careful here because I don't want to No, let's not do that. Let's grab another card altogether. See what we come up with. Look at how fun. Super fun. Great. So, are you guys learning anything? You having a good time? Look at how fun that is. It's a gorgeous, and these little chevrons almost look like little hearts to me. I mean, how cute would it be to build out a scene with that? Oh, love it. Okay. So we've got that one, and then I've got some naked spots up here. So we can't have naked spots, right? Not in jelly printing. So we're going to just kind of come through there and pick some of that up. How fun is that? Oh, super fun. Okay, so now I'm going to take all of this and put it to the side. I'll clean it up later. Make sure I get that cleaned up later on. So, and I may pull that back out and do some other stuff with it later, but for now what I want to do is I just want to make sure I get my hands nice and clean. So again, while I'm cleaning my hands off, the dyes that I used were the Paisley dye was from Diversions, and I'll link it up in my post tomorrow. I'm using Apple Barrel Craft Paint from Plaid. And I believe this one was from Folk Art. This is called Champagne. And then I used my 8x10 jelly plate and a brayer. And then I'm also using Tim Holtz's die cuts from Sizzix, the splats and it's called Scribbles and Splats. So anyway. Alright, so now it's time to assemble a card. And I have this idea in mind of taking, these are so pretty. Just look how fun these are. I just love it. Aren't these fun? Now this one is not quite, they're just not quite dry. So I'm going to hit them with the heat gun. Does anybody have any questions while I'm doing this? Maybe I can answer your questions. I know, won't it be pretty? These are like turning into my favorites right here. You just wait. I got some fun stuff figured out here. Okay. Now the cool thing is you know, let's look at this one first. The really cool thing, oh, let me pull the others out and show you. Okay, so this is what we ended up with. Right? These are the ones we ended up with. And we literally just pulled all of these card bases. So if you do iCads or journals or anything like that, we just literally pulled, I don't even know if you can see them all of these prints in a matter of about 30 minutes. Isn't that cool? So if you are doing journaling by the fives, if you're doing cards, you're doing, you know, journals, perfect. Okay, so let's let those dry and let's keep moving. I really want to focus on this one for right now. And I think what I want to do is bring back, this is just some blotter paper. This is one of those hearts right here. So where's my little jelly plate? I've buried it here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so I think I want to change the color of this heart a little bit and make it pink so I get some contrast between it and my black card there. So again, what did I tell you? I don't clean my plates very well, so bear with me. We're going to take this pink and just add a couple of dots here and roll it out. I told you every time I use my big plate, I usually use my little plate too. Then I'm going to come back with a cosmetic sponge and maybe put some Let's put some of this in there. Nope, not that one. That one's too dark. I don't want that one. Maybe some of this. This is that champagne color, so it has a nice iridescence to it. And let's just stencil some of that onto the plate. Again, it's not a whole lot, so you're probably not going to notice it too much. But see what happened? It lifted that color off of the plate onto here. And then I'm going to take this guy, and let's lay him down in there and see if we can't get a print from that. Okay, so now that's what that looks like. So it has a little bit of that pink. You can't really see the pearlescence in it, but you got a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue going on there. Let's put a little more pink in it. I actually think I might like this side on the back better, but we'll see. Look at that. How fun! And look at how much of a contrast it is there on that. So I'm really liking that look. And then I still have this goodness that I can pick up and put on a print, and this one might be a good one to do that with. So we'll clean off our mat with that and use our roller there on the back. It's got a heart shape. Again, not perfect, but we'll keep building off of it and see what we get. So we can put this to the side, and let's do a little bit of stamping on this. And I have my Stampers Big Brush Artist Pens here, and I also have the Lemore Weber stamps that are the, let's see which ones we want to use. I'm going to just use these because these are the border stamps. I have these are from Indigo Blue and Lemore Weber Designs, and these are the rugged edges. And I'm just going to take my Stampers Big Brush Artist Pen. Let's see, what color do we want? You guys shout out a color. Let's go with a purple, because I think that's kind of the look we're into here. And let's just color directly onto this. And this is the Purple Violet 136. And I'm going to just stamp a couple of little marks in there, just to give him a little bit of pizzazz, a little interest. And let's see, we'll put him right, we're going to put him right in there. Like maybe right there where it looks like he's elevating up out of that. Isn't that cool? So let's go ahead and get him glued down. And let me think here. You know what would be fun if he was glossy? What if we put a little bit, of some embossing powder on him? I've got some clear here. This is the Udi. Let's see if this one, that's silver. Just to give him a little bit of texture. The card's going to be kind of flat, so I really want it to... Oh, here's a holographic one that's clear with holographic stuff in it. That will be fun. Okay, and then we need my Versa ink pad. And we also need a... color is this? That's sticky. What else do we need? That's it. Okay, so let's take this guy. I flipped that over because that paint on the other side was still a little bit wet. But let's take this guy and let's heat him, or let's juice him up really good with this Versa ink. I did not come into this class with a design in mind, so I'm just going with it. Whatever happens, happens. Okay, look at how super shiny that is. Put this away before Tonya makes a giant mess. Right? See, now I have the glitter goodness everywhere. Okay, let's put this away. And this is an Embossing powder holographic from Ranger. Ranger! I'm going to get my heat gun out here. And let's heat this thing up and get it really good and sparkly. Because, you know, if it's going to be the only focal point on the whole card, it needs to shine, right? So does anybody have any questions? And I am going to grab this with a pair of tweezers because this die is very super fragile, and I don't want to burn my fingers tonight. I've already been to the hospital once today. I don't need to go again. So, you guys having fun? You learning something? You having a good time? Who do we have in the house tonight? Oh, iCAD is index card a day. And then ATCs, perfect for ATCs. Everybody needs a Gelli Arts plate. I'm going to just go ahead and testimony. They have not paid me to do this. I did not get any compensation for doing this class. Okay, now what I really love about this, and I hope the camera picks it up, but look at how, oh, it's not going to pick it up. Let me see. You see that? It's like holographic good yumminess. Okay, and it's going to pop against our black card. It's really going to pop. But I just can't decide. Do I want it to be right on the shadow, or do I want it to be kind of off? No, I think I like it right there on the shadow. What do you guys think? I like it right there because it just makes that one pop. The rest of it just is kind of there, right? And you know what else will be fun? We can always come back with our Gelli pins. And I don't know if I want to do it here or if I want to, but we could come back and do some doodles inside the negative spaces here. I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm just going to let this one roll because I'm really liking the way it looks. Really loving that. So let's get some adhesive on that. And I think the easiest way to do that is going to be, I have, where is it? Right here, the Scotch Quick Dry Glue. Now, I will say this, we're getting kind of late, and I've had a pretty stressful day today. So, if I don't get to the cards that I've decided I want to make tonight, wait, which side do y'all like better? Oh, no, I gotta go with what I gotta go with. If I don't get to all of the cards that I want to make tonight, then I will do the same thing I did last month, where we go back to these prints and I come up with the card design every week and do a YouTube follow-up video. If you guys down with that? I really had fun doing that this month. It gave me a way to reconnect with you guys all month long, and it was really a lot of fun for me. So if I don't get to all of the cards tonight that I wanted to do, then I will definitely do that for this month, if that's good with you guys. Tell me no on the free classes. Tell me no. Tell me no. Okay, so I'm going to put that down. And I'm getting a little bit of overspill from that scotch, but I'm not going to worry about it because it will dry clear. I'm an over-adhesiver. But I do want that to stick really well in that spot. Look at how pretty that is. Right there. Super fun. Now, when I cut these card panels down, because I do want to keep these somewhat flat, when I cut these card panels down tonight, I kept the little pieces. Where is it? I kept these little pieces that I cut off to get the card panels down. So guess what, guys? This is an instant flag right here to write my sentiment on. I don't necessarily want it this big for sure, so let me cut it down just a little bit more. Oh wait, no, I have some. Wait, there's some right there. But I thought this would be a fun way to just do right here. Let me snip this. And I don't think we need to leave it this color. And it might be fun to kind of tuck it in. What do you guys think? Like this? Oh wait, what if I tuck it in this way and then back under this way? Like that. You like that? And then on here we can put our sentiment, but I think I want to maybe color it. Let's do some of this blue. Let me see. Just a tiny spot of the blue, and then a tiny spot of the white. And then I have this over here. I'm just going to blot that off so it gets mixed in really good. And right here. I just want to color it up because to me it's just sticking out like a sore thumb being solid white like that. I just can't do it. Alright, so let's go. We could have probably gone with the black one too, but I like how that stands out. So let's get this good and dry, and then we'll write our sentiment on here. And I think, because my mommy's in the hospital, I think I might do this one up that says love you, or get well soon, or something. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm not writing over that spot that's going to go in there. So maybe I'll put should I say get well soon or love you? I'm going to say love you. So we'll just do, let me turn, love. If you don't feel comfortable writing, you can always use stamps. I can't talk and write at the same time. Love you. And then of course you can always make it thicker by just you know, thickening up the lines on the downstroke. So if this is the downstroke, this is down, down. Downstroke goes here. Okay, now I want to add just a little bit of a pop dot right there behind that so it stays. How are we doing on time? Yeah, she was supposed to have surgery tomorrow, and it's probably way more information than you guys want to hear, but they had to have an emergency. They called her to the hospital under an emergency situation today, and it was pretty scary, but all is well. We got everything under control, and I'm so thankful I was in town and could help take care of her. She was panicking, and rightfully so, but okay. So look at how cute that is. Loving it. My instinct is I want to put something there, but I don't know what. Maybe a pearl. I have a little flat back pearl. I want to keep it somewhat flat because the whole idea for this was flat. So, you know what I have? Where's my one-hit wonder bucket? Right up here. I have a little tiny flower. I know I have one in here. I always have one in here. Somewhere. I have this one that I colored up for my project I posted today, but that's too big. Come on. Well, I'll think about it, see what else I can find. Oh, I don't know. No. All right, maybe I can find one and stick it in there later, but I don't want to waste the time right now. So we'll move it on, move it on. Okay, so now let's put this on a card base, and I have one up here. I have this black. See how my heart's going to flip right over the edge of that? Loving it. And you know what's super trendy right now is to do them kind of off center like this. That is like a new trend. It's super trendy. If I do that, then I could come back and add some dashes or something down there. I don't know. Where's my... Let's see if we want to double mat this. We might want to put it on a white card. What do you guys think? It's sticking to it. Okay, which way? I'm going to let you guys vote. Do we want it tilted sideways, or do we want to keep just the black? I kind of like the double matte. I like it like that. What do you guys think? With it a little off kilter. Oh, thank you. Which way? You can't ever get anything in the middle, so let's do it on a kilter. Okay, well, you know what I think we're going to do? Let's do it this way on a kilter. What if we do flat here, and let me see. We'll get this one kind of straight. Okay, and then we'll do this one on a kilter, but I'm going to put foam tape on it. Wait, let me see. Let's do this so I know where. Okay, so we definitely want foam tape here. And how much of it do I want? To right about there. Okay, so I know where to put that foam tape. And I won't go all the way to the edge. Okay. Yeah, I felt bad about leaving her to do this class, and I probably should have canceled it, but Daddy came and rescued me, and so I didn't have to feel bad about leaving her alone. Let's see here. It goes right there like that, and then let's take and trim all of this off. And it's easier to trim from the back. Oops. Get it all. You can always take it over to your paper trimmer. Just be careful not to trim off the now look at how cool that is. Super cool, super cool. Okay. And then on the inside, let's put another one of these right here in the center so I can write my mommy a message. What a great card, too, for the man in your life. So there's card number 1. How simple and cute is that? I mean, really, guys. And I really, that's bugging me. I think I want to stick something there. I might. Oh, I know. Where's my Stampers Big Brush Artist pens? Where's my Scarlet? I know she's in here somewhere. Where is she? There it is. What if I put a little heart right there. And then put some glossy accents on it. Let that dry for just a second. Go back over it with a little bit of that let's take this little pen right here. Do a little doodling. Have fun. And then I'll put a little glossy accents on it. How about that? Or a little Wink of Stella. Let's put a little Wink of Stella. Oh, the Wink of Stella's making the white run. But that's okay, because the heart behind it's pink. So if it turns pink, it turns pink. Because we're just going to go with it, right? Love it. Love it. Okay, so card number 1 is done. Isn't that cute? Let's make a birthday card. Do we have time? Yo, yeah, we got plenty of time. We've only been in here an hour. Let's make one more card and then we'll call it done. I have this idea for one. Let's use this one. It was a hot mess. So let's take it and cut it about like right here. And cut it across this way. And cut it down this way, right? We can do this super fast. Let's see how fast we can do it. Now let's accordion fold this back and forth. You know where I'm headed with this, don't you guys? This is my cupcake liner. We're going to make us a birthday cake card. Okay? So we're going to pull that back out so it's all accordion folded. But I'm going to pull it back out like this. And then I've got these pinkin shears up here somewhere. Let me find them. We'll just cut this right here off the top. Like this. Right? Then let's take this fun confetti goodness here. And we'll place this right here. Put some foam tape on it. Look at this hot mess I got going on here. I just throw it in the floor and pick it up later. Do you guys do that? So we're going to take this and this. So when you take these jelly prints, if you don't like the way they look, you cut them down to something smaller. Sometimes they work. You see? See, like taking it from something big to something small, it kind of works. And then I'm going to come back with my, where's my gray one? My gray Stampers Big Brush Artist pen here. And just put a few shadows in. So this is the Cold Gray I-230. And everywhere there's a valley, I'm just going to kind of draw in here. You're not really going to see it too much in the camera, but when you hold this card in your hand, you will see it. Just kind of gives it a little bit extra depth. See how fun that is? Okay, so now let's take and we're just going to freehand this goodness right here. Whoops, the cream on the cupcake, right? Whoops. The little dollop of icing. And you see I'm being super scientific about this, right? I mean, it's probably not going to be what I wanted it to be. But, let's see. Oh, I might not want to do it like that. Hold on. Let's do it this way. I got an idea. Let's do an oval. Okay. Yep. Liking that. Okay, so let's put that down flat. Let's round this off a little more. Okay, so there's our oval. Then let's make one that's just a little bit smaller. And this time, put a little bit of foam adhesive on there. Maybe put that one right there. And then maybe do one more. Whoops. If you had a die, you could use a die, definitely. But I think this is kind of fun and whimsical. Oops. And then on this one, let's do maybe have this one go to the back. Okay. Oh, my boo-boos is here. She wants to say hello. And then let's do some sprinkles, right? Sprinkles are good. Let's do a couple of little sprinkles with some of this. Just a dab. Come on. Just do a couple little dots here and there. This is a mixed media cupcake. Might want to take that one on the bottom and put it up high too. Yeah. This is a what if game, guys. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Yeah, there we go. Let me fix this real quick. See how easy it is to fix that? Turn it around. Okay, and then just put a few more little dots. Not a lot. Just a few sprinkles here and there, right? Look at how cute! Okay, so then we come back with our big brush pen and do a couple little, just a few little shadows here and there, right? Got this psychedelic cupcake going on here. Super cute, right? And now, I mean, I know it's obnoxious, but it'll get there. Okay, so then what if we take it and we put it onto here? Let's get another, we might want to do a little bit more in this corner over here. Just adding some more color in there, just a little bit. Maybe right down in here as well. Might need a little more paint. Somebody just came home, so the dogs are probably going to start barking. I think it's my Brit. She just, look at how fun that is. Okay, now I have this card here that's blue. So let me trim it down really fast. I'm going to use the paisleys on another card later because I have an idea for those, but I don't think we have time for those tonight. So this is going to be, this card size is going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4. And it's going to go right here. So let's put this one straight down. Just work with me here. We can put this one right here and do some doodling on it. Let's see here. Definitely want to put this on here. You guys get the idea. good even coverage. I'm probably overdoing this, but I want it to be flat so I can do a little bit of doodling on it. And then just so my frosting isn't totally flat, I think I might go ahead and do some of that heat embossing on it so it has a shimmer to it with that iridescence. See, I'll put it right there. You guys see that? How fun is this? A little boy would love this. A little girl, teeny bopper girl. Okay, so then let's take the sky and just color him up. This is a Versa ink pen that has been through the ringer. Where did my embossing powder go? Let's pull that back in here. Put a little sparkle in our cupcake, because cupcakes are magical, right? And take a little bit of time and get that off of there. So we don't want that. Then let's heat emboss that. Does anybody have any questions? Yes, we could add a little candle. I kind of out of room for a candle. But you know, just go 2 layers instead of 3 and then you'd have a candle. But look at how it's shimmery now. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can get the light to catch it. Look at the shimmer. How fun is that? Can you guys see the shimmer? I don't know. The lights are kind of bright. Let me see if you can see the shimmer. I don't know. But there's shimmer. There's lots of shimmer. And then, what if we took... Oh, let's see here. We have this guy that we weren't all super... Oh, what about the music note paper? Hold on a minute. Let's take this and do a little flag. This might be just a hot mess, but fun, right? Then what if we took and made like a little, I would take my time and maybe make these straight. You could cut them on the cutter over there. Fun. Okay, I like that idea. So I'm going to add some adhesive on either side of it there. Guys, I could do this all night long. All night long. Like this. Oops. And then right. I may have to stamp this one. Where did that little one go that I cut off? Well, that's cattywonker. Hang on a minute. Okay, I'm getting tired now. It's time to end this. Yep, I'm liking that. Let's write happy birthday on it. Go something fun, like... Can you guys see me writing? I know I'm kind of far away, but I can't move the camera. Happy Let's just do B Day. B. You could give this to a 13-year-old little girl. Happy B Day. Right? And just stick it right there. You guys get the general idea. And then maybe come back and do a little bit of fun. I love doing swirls and stuff. So we took this totally psychedelic print and made it super fun. So did you guys have a good time tonight? Look at how fun. It's so fun. I mean, I wouldn't give it to a 55-year-old guy, but a little kid would love it. And you could even we could even like really let's ham it up. I'm probably messing this up totally, but let's just keep doodling, right? It's mixed media after all, right? So fun. A mixed media cupcake cuteness. You're so cute. So here's the two cards I made tonight, and then I'll take and make some more cards out of the jelly prints that we pulled tonight. Yeah, teenager, teeny bopper kind of card, you know? And you could spend some time and really kind of doodle around some of these designs and really get them to pop. Um, you know, I think that would be fun. We could come back and kind of doodle around this little flag to help it to stand out a little better. I'm just trying to think of ways. You can take all of these little prints, and I've showed you tonight how you can take your, instead of using stencils, because stencils can get pricey, we all have a huge investment in die cuts already. So look through your die cut stash and see if there aren't some cute ideas there, that you could use that you hadn't even thought of before. Oh, thank you, Peggy. You're so sweet. Thank you, Anne-Marie. I just want to give a shout out to Anne-Marie Colbert tonight for helping me with my moderation. Um, I She has been by my side all day today, listening to me cry. And Peggy is always so generous in giving me her time too as well. And I really can't put a production on like this without the two of these ladies. So you guys really, really, really tell them thank you because I sure appreciate both of them and their friendship. Ah, what does an old man know? My husband would look at this and go, okay. But my nephew would love it. My nieces would love it. But we took a print that we weren't crazy about when we pulled it and cutting it down into a smaller size. And look at the texture in this. I mean, there's a lot of depth there. Um, just a few tweaks and snips of paper. And look at this awesomeness we have. And who doesn't love a good cupcake on their birthday, right? So we've got two really busy patterns, but because one of them was pulled on white, one was pulled on black, they seem to work. And then here we have music paper, which kind of brings the whole celebratory thing back around full circle. So I don't know. I just think it's fun. It works. It depends on how much time you want to give it. You could come in here and doodle around some of these little negative spaces and really give them a little more charm, but I don't think it's necessary. You saw how quick I did that. I mean, I don't know that it could get any simpler. So I also want to say congratulations to Who was it? Oh, I think it's Fiona. Was that her name? That won my jelly print. That is going in the mail tomorrow. I was gonna send it today, but I got caught up in with what? How does the story go? Oh, Felicia, excuse me, Felicia Aaron won. Um, Thank you so much to her for her support. Thank you to everybody for your support. Wow, you guys blew me away this month. I gave away a jelly plate, and she won it. Okay, so you guys want to see the other plates we pulled? Is that what this is? So we have this we can still do something with. My Paisleys, I'm so excited about. Now, one thing I wanted to show you, the black card, same look, different color background, totally different look. What if the heart that we put on it was red? It would really pop out of there, or orange, or something really bright. And really quickly, you have a couple of different designs there that you could use for making birthday cards. But one thing I wanted to point out too is now I have this amazing die cut, and look at the luscious color on that die cut. So when I get ready to use this on a project, it already has that nice jelly printing look to it, and I haven't done anything but just pull a print off of the top of it. And then look at this, is going to make an awesome background to something. It kind of gives that crackled look. So we've pulled those. And then this is another one that we said was kind of a, I don't know if I like it or not, but I guarantee you this month I'm going to make something with this, and you guys are all going to be like, wow. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I am going to stop the recording, but I'll still be here if anybody has any questions, comments, or you want to hang out and chit chat for a few minutes. Oh my goodness. Oh, Vicky, do not let him buy Mod Podge for Jess. It's not the same. Did you put him in his place? Did you lead him into the right direction? I had fun with you guys. I needed this little bit of creative art therapy tonight. Truly did. It was super fun, but look at how cool this is. Like a uniquely colored, it doesn't even look like you die cut this from any paper collection whatsoever. If you wanted to just use that on a card, look at how cute. All of those were pulled at the same time, and all of them have a unique look to them. Isn't that cool? The beauty of jelly printing. Thank you, Pam. So sweet. Like I said, we're going to do some fantastic things with these all month, so keep checking my blog out at psychomoms.com. And for those of you new to my channel, yes, there is a story over there on how I got the name Psycho Mom, so check that out as well. Oh, and look at how cute this is just laying here. How much that pops. So fun. Thank you again to everybody. Tomorrow I will try and have up a blog post that has all of the details of all of the products that we used tonight, and close-up photos of some of these cards for you as well. Super fun. Somebody's shooting fireworks off in my neighborhood. Hopefully I can get pictures where you can see the holographic glittery goodness on these cards. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Can you see this sparkle? Good night, everybody.